that way, we're going to be in great shape again this next weekend.
That is perfect. Yesterday was glorious.
It really was. All right, so there's Rolling Stones and Brown Sugar, and there's a guy by the name of John Mulaney. He is a comedian, but he used to write for Saturday Night Live for SNL. This is him talking about the time he got to work with one of the biggest rock stars in the world.
Everyone always wants to know if famous people are nice. Like Mick Jagger. He came in to host the show. My friends were all like, is he nice? No! I pitched him a joke and he went, not funny! I mean, people say that on the internet, but never to your face. Does a British billionaire in leather pants go, no funny? I spent 2 hours alone with Mick Jagger that week. We were writing song lyrics. It was for a fake song in a comedy sketch. And we came to one point, and he goes, all right, let's all go to the picnic. Let's all have a drink. Let's see what rhymes with drink. And I said, think? And Mick Jagger said, no! And then I said, sink? And Mick Jagger said, yeah. And I was like, is this how you write songs? Just one word at a time with verbal abuse? It's like, all right, can't get no happiness? No! Satisfaction? Yeah. All right, next sentence.
That's great. 103.9 The Fox, 733 here now. Les is in the house. Les from the Anything for a Buck sales staff here at the Fox is going to tell us a little bit about what's going on with Fox Big Deals right now, right?
Hey, Johnny, what's happening?
Nothing, you tell me.
Yeah, we got a few going on. We want to...
Okay, Les is here. We'll let them talk about the Fox Big Deals that are going on while we have our folks that are jumping on board here on our YouTube live stream. Eric is here once again. Tina is here once again. Boss Lady is here once again. So welcome all. Dale has also joined the party. Morning, Dale. While we're assembling the crowd today, we might as well get you smiling right off the bat here on a Monday, the 20th of July. And it is National Lollipop Day. 30 minutes till the puzzle. Oh, you're primed already for that. We've already, as you remember, started off last Thursday, way back when, with a few answers. We'll get a few more today, probably a lot more. The fact that we're starting this thing off after having Thursday gotten a head start, we might even get this one done by Wednesday. Let's find out. But right now, I want to give you guys a chance to smile at Tater. Tater is an Australian cattle dog who lives in Oregon City, Oregon. Tater. Australian cattle dog. That's what gets you started for your day today. Tater. Well, it says one thing is that this particular dog has taken a dip to cool off on a hot day, and Page says that many cattle dogs like him love the water but need to be introduced gradually to be comfortable. Swimming is great for dog muscles and easy on the joints. It improves cardio health and offers mental stimulation. For individuals with pent-up working drive or a love of retrieving, water sports like dock diving can be outlets for energy and provide a fun bonding activity between human and pet, which would be fine if I swim. I'd be fine with Jacko, but one, he hates being rained on, and two, I don't swim, so we can't really do that with him. The only dog I've ever had who really kind of took to the water, and we found him a couple of years later than we probably should have when it came to realizing that he does love the water, was Denver, the black lab we had just before Jacko. And he got a little kiddie pool as a result once we found out exactly how much he enjoys the water. We didn't think that early on with him. News time is coming. Yeah, we got about 25 minutes to get to news, so hang in there. We'll get to that. The puzzle will continue. You get tap water from Sweden that's really good, huh? Well, it's probably better than the stuff that we've had for the last bunch of years. Although it's no longer crappy water like we had 11 years ago. We're way better now. Everything is way better now. I think I see Andrea has joined. Good morning, Andrea. Linda's here also from the township. Good morning to all of you guys and ladies. 54 degrees on the way to 83. Back come Johnny and Steph in a second, and then we'll get Steph's Fox flashback coming up. I don't know how many of you were able to hear it when I was talking about it earlier on Facebook, but when I was with Psycho Dog up in Birch Run at the outlet mall yesterday, I noticed that the sign is on the building, that storefront, and they are ready to open, if they haven't already opened, Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween is ready to go for a new season. I know there are people that are going to be going, come on, really? But yeah, that's just kind of, for me, that's a signal. The season is starting. The season is starting.
We don't just handle cases. We stand beside you. Relentless preparation, strategic defense, clear communication every step of the way.
They treated me like a person, not a case. They fought for me.
Trust experience. Trust dedication.
Jim is a guy, he's overdramatic.
Protect what matters most. Call CF Legal today for a confidential consultation because your story deserves to be heard and defended. Visit us online at cflegal.net.
Yeah, we'll be getting the NFL, well, training camp is going to start very, very soon, for sure. What happened with Secrets from Victoria? No, they haven't delayed it. They said they were going to be open this summer. That's what it says on the glass that they have under their sign. And summer still has another almost 7 weeks still to go. Actually, it's got more than that. It's about 65 days left in summer. So we got time for that to open up. They're still loading that up with inventory. They just put the sign up on the front of the building.
Chronic knee pain can be the most debilitating physical challenge. The Vascular Institute of Michigan has mastered the GAE knee procedure. You could be pain-free.
Rocco wanted treats, and so you missed, because of having to feed Rocco's face, you didn't get to see the face of our Smile Source. All right, we'll do that one again.
Similar procedures are available for chronic hip pain,
That's coming up.
pain, and plantar fasciitis.
Now, if Rocco is like Jacko, he wants treats all the time. You never stop getting him in your face looking for them.
If you've been living with chronic pain in your knees,
That's my experience
shoulder,
with
or
him.
heel, if you've been told you need a joint replacement, contact the Vascular
Now,
Institute of
he has
Michigan
finally
for a consultation. Invasive outpatient
gotten the hint that if he doesn't bark at something that he used to bark at, he might get a treat this time.
10535.
He's finally starting to get that. He realizes that if he can just look at the person, maybe growl a little bit at him, but then he'll look immediately to me. So I'm not barking. I'm not barking. How about a treat? How about a treat? Because he does that now.
Be sure to check out Minnick's Food Truck, and if you want to get your food truck into the throwdown, call Bernie at 989-494-9045. See you tomorrow and every Tuesday, 5 to 8 p.m. at McCurdy Park in Corona for the Food Truck Throwdown. Traffic.
All right, here we go.
The Fox.
Fenton Township, we got a new crash on Thompson at 23, the northbound side of 23. It's on Thompson Road where we have the slowdown because of a crash. Eastbound 69 at Miller Road and Swartz Creek is a slowdown spot because of a crash. Also have one in Flint, Corona Road at Bradley Avenue. Another at Mundy Township, West Grand Blank Road, just a little bit east of 23. We got a crash there. And in Davison, we're still cleaning up one from State Street at Cypress Drive. That is where the slow spots are right now. And for Vehicle City traffic information all the time, check that out at classicfox.com/traffic. Whenever you run across a slowdown on the roadways, you need to tell us about it. Just give us a call at 810-230-WRSR to clue us in. That's 810-230-9777 to be a traffic tipster on 103.9 The Fox.
Fox Home Morning Show on 103.9 The Fox. Steph's Fox Flashback.
According to the band's notorious biography, The Dirt, which is great, by the way. It's a good read. The four founding members all got matching pentagram tattoos early in their career. What a good idea, huh?
It makes it easier for God to throw them out, that's for sure.
Yes, to signify their unbreakable bond. I I bet if you really asked nice, they'd show you. But do you really want to know where those tattoos are?
I have a feeling the way you said it, I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't think so. They are at Pine Knob tonight with Extreme and Tesla. So let's get into it. From their 1983 album, Shout at the Devil, it's Motley Crue with Too Young to Fall in Love on 103.9 The Fox.
Rob Suka wants to know, anybody waiting on Halloween yet? Oh, I'm sure there are people that are. That's always the clue. The season is starting. Where was the Spirit Halloween? It was at Birch Run at the mall, the outlet mall that Jacko and I go to every day, just about every day anyway. Although they do move that store around because they do close it down right after the season is over and Halloween is over. They have moved it from building to building over the years, and it's in a different one today. Yesterday I was kind of surprised when I looked around and saw it. So, you take the holidays as they come. See, I'm a big one. I'm a big person for anticipating stuff. For me, the buildup of an event is way better than the event itself. And that's been true in kind of all things. Vassar schools get a fall break for Halloween, says Charlie. Vassar schools get a fall break for Halloween. See, just another reason to enjoy the season. Not to mention the fact that people these days seem to get way more interested and creative in their decorating around the house or out on the lawn or around the property during the Halloween season than they do at Christmas time. Halloween seems to be overtaking in a lot of people's minds the Christmas season when it comes to decorating. They love the idea of getting real scary out there. No more holidays except Christmas and Easter, says Boss Lady. That's all you want, just Christmas and Easter. Christmas season. Well, for me, Halloween is the first day of the season, which includes Christmas and New Year's and all the biggies, Thanksgiving, all of them. It all starts with Halloween, and it's a solid straight 2 months, from October 31st to December 31st. And then January 1st is kind of a letdown because the ball is dropped, and now you got to start over again. New Year's Day is a holiday, yes, but it's never really been part of the festive part of the season for me because now is where you're climbing the ladder and climbing the mountain to get to the good stuff again in the year. Need to have Thanksgiving, Andrea says. Need to have Thanksgiving. Real scary in Boss Lady's head. Who needs Halloween? You've got that going on. Halloween is not Linda's jam. So, in other words, the kids don't come to your door looking for treats. You're saying. I know there's less and less people that do that because fewer and fewer kids go out for Halloween door to door. It's maybe not as safe as it was in the old days when you could do that all the time. And Finland, look at this. Finland is happy even without having Thanksgiving. Look at that. They figured out how to do it.
There goes Motley Crue. They'll be at Pine Knob tonight. You might just hear Too Young to Fall in Love.
Wow.
And as far as the book, I didn't know that you had read. Did you read the book or see the movie?
I saw the movie, and it's called Dirt, and you feel...
Poor overlooked Thanksgiving. Now, see, Thanksgiving is Johnny's favorite holiday. Thanksgiving is the number one holiday in Johnny's mind.
I mean, just horrible. And horrible to each other.
Yes, and horrible to their management and their crew. And I think they did a lot of things just because no one ever said no.
Right.
So, but they're great in concert. So, again, they will be at Pine Knob this evening. I think it's going to stay, well, hopefully the weather will hold off long enough to get that show in.
Yeah, we're talking about some patchy smoke and increasing clouds and a little breezy, but I don't see any forecast till tonight at some point.
Well, I'm sure there will be lots of patchy smoke at Pine Knob tonight.
Yeah.
So that other patchy smoke, you won't be able to tell the difference.
That's not from Canada, that's from Mexico.
All right, with the trivia question, the phone number, of course, 810-230-9777. And Send me requests for that feature. I'd love to get the requests for the flashback. You can do that at staff, STEPH, at ClassicFox.com. I'm going to give you the trivia question, and then we'll circle around for the prizes, all right? Which two members of Motley Crue went to
Still
high school
talking about the
together?
smoke because so much stuff got canceled. We had a bunch of concerts last week in Michigan that were canceled.
I kind of remember, though, that I think that was in the movie.
John Mellencamp being one of them. Alanis Morissette being another one.
Which two members of
You ought to
Motley
know.
Crue went to high school together? 810-230-9777.
You think she was bitching about Dave Coulier? She was bitching about the fact they couldn't put her show on the other night.
Your choice of tickets for the Labadee Ribfest Thursday show. This is Classic Seeger with ZZ Top. These are gold level seating, so these will be good seats. And then Night Ranger and Firehouse on Saturday at the Labadee Ribfest at Veterans Memorial Park right there in Bay City.
Whichever ones you want, if you're the winner.
Good morning, the Fox. Do you know what two members of Motley Crue we're talking about?
Tommy Lee and Vince Neil.
Yes! Can you imagine a high school big enough to contain those two?
Yeah, really.
I bet you it was fun.
I bet it was too.
And I bet the cheerleaders weren't safe.
No, probably not. Probably not. Who's on our phone this morning?
This is Matt Fry.
Matt Fry, how are you?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
I'm very well, thank you. You having a good summer so far?
So far, so good, yes.
All right, Matt. What are you thinking as far as the Labadee Ribfest tickets? We've got Thursday and we've got Saturday.
Let's go with Saturday.
All right, you're going to go see Firehouse and Night Ranger. You hang on tight. We'll get some info off the air. But who just hooked you up with great seats to see Night Ranger and Firehouse on Saturday?
Johnny and Seth on 103.9 The Fox.
Perfect.
Andrew Keller,
So I remind you, it's Pete Lewis.
That's what it is. Now, last week, I mentioned to you guys that we're going to step out of our comfort zone when it comes to doing an audiobook. This will be the 23rd one I've been involved with, but this is going to be the first one where we're sharing narration duties with someone else. This is going to be, got all the information, has come in, the entire manuscript, started working on it over the weekend, in fact. It is a romantic comedy, a rom-com. And it is titled No Kisses for the Neighbor Next Door. And will be dual narrated, the audiobook version, by myself and a young lady by the name of Lauren Voss. I will do all of the male parts and male narration, of course. She'll do all the female stuff. She's got the lead character plus 6 other female characters that she has to handle. I have the lead character along with 8 other male characters to handle in addition to the male narration parts. My name is Cam Wickham. Cam Wickham. I'm not the next door neighbor, no. Lauren is the next door neighbor. Okay, we have silence right here. Hang on. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. And so we're back. Mr. Wickham. Yes. I am Morning, Michigan Kim. This is the person who refuses to read audiobooks because she wants to hold them and read them rather than listen to them. Okay? So the part that I am playing, the lead character, is a firefighter in his mid-30s. Perfect for that role because, as you know, I've said all the time, feel 33, right? Well, now I'm playing a guy who is about 33. It may not be the same, but it can make you multitask, Michigan Kim. You got to get this audiobook when it comes out. It's called No Kisses for the Neighbor Next Door. When it comes out, I'll be narrating along with Lauren Voss. And it is a rom-com. It is a romantic comedy. It's not a Stephen King thing. Although, sometimes those romantic comedies can kind of spill over and turn into one. Like Stephen King might write. When it comes, well, one, I don't know when it's going to come out exactly as far as on the availability of of you to purchase it, but we're going to probably have production. From what I understand, the schedule has got us getting a production done on it by the 31st of this month. So it'll be a busy couple of weeks doing that. Okay, they're just doing a song. Just doing a song. But yeah, we'll find out how that goes. Called No Kisses for the Neighbor Next Door. Will we get any samples of the audio? I'm not sure how they'll handle that, because I don't really have any say in that part. I don't know how long it's going to take, because they've got to take my part and put it together with hers. And how long that editing process is going to take, I don't know. That's the part I'm not involved in. Usually it's just me doing it, so I do all the editing myself. All the other audiobooks I've ever worked on, it's been that way, and I've been the one calling the tune as far as how long it takes to get it done. Because not only we'll do the narration, but we'll also have to do all the editing and then eventually send the finished product in for release on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, which is where they've all shown up to now. I'm not sure exactly where all of the platforms are going to be, where this one is going to be, because I'm not handling that one, unlike most of the other ones. I did find out just this morning, to my surprise, that the young lady who wrote that book started to follow one of my Instagram pages just this very morning. So we're going to find out how that finally see what she's getting. Tina could have written it in her younger years. Is that a fact? Did you have somebody next door, Tina, in your younger years? Was this the inspiration for the stories from the shower? Michigan Kim got worried about her flowers because of all that crappy Canadian air coming in here. Now, Mr. Canada here, Canada Dan, I want to make a statement here just to make sure that everybody is clear on your side of the border about the fact that I know that we've been kind of complaining a lot here in the United States about the smoke coming here and how it's really kind of wrecked people's plans because, well, concerts and stuff have had to be postponed or canceled because of the bad air, and we've had issues with people who have breathing problems. And it's really more of an inconvenience here in the United States, whereas in Canada, it's been devastating. I mean, you people have lost everything. They have lost people. They've lost pets. They've lost property. They've lost belongings. A whole lot of stuff is just gone. So we recognize that, and our hearts go absolutely out to every single person in Canada who's had to deal with this. Hopefully a lot of people from the United States are going to be able to go over there and help with the rebuild process because, of course, Canada does that with us. So we're wanting to make sure that everybody's aware of that we're just not complaining about what's going on with us here. At least most of us are trying not to. We've got to be mindful of where this all started and what that's meant over there. It's been worse for them than us, for sure. You wish you could have saved your daughter Angelica's little whatever you want to call it story type thing. The story title was Death by Chocolates. Death by Chocolates. I've heard that term, and it sounds Intriguing.
A chance for you to win $103.90 every Thursday all summer long. I think you're probably well aware of that by now. It's the Mad Summer Money from 103.9 The Fox and our friends at Streeter Concrete Contractors of Burton. And we continue with that every Thursday. This coming Thursday, 3 more chances to do that. And remember, every time you win the $103.90, when you win it, that qualifies you for the grand prize drawing at the end of the month for $1,103.90 on top of the $103.90 you already have it. It's all in cash. Pick it up the minute you win it, and then go about your day spending money that you didn't know you were going to have, so you're going to spend it on
A little bit of it is Minnesota origin.
This is the problem right now. Nobody has any of that extra money left.
I'm painfully aware, thank you.
Remember that when you go to the polls, please, would you? Speaking of which, August 4th is the primary, right? So when do I mail my... I've got my official election mail ready to go here. When do we have to mail these in? How to return your ballot? Return them by 8 p.m. on election day if you do it at the local clerk's office. If you do it by mail, you have to mail it so it's received by 8 p.m. on election day. So how long does it take to mail these days?
Yeah.
Do we take our chance? I think I probably need to put it in the mail today. I'll double check and make sure I've already filled everything out. But it's that time to start. If you've got one of those mailed-in ballots, you may want to check it.
I haven't gotten one yet, and I usually do.
You didn't get one? If you say that out loud, there'll be 50 of them in the mailbox today.
Yes.
From different interests. Let's put it that way, all right? Hey, speaking of that, there's something coming up that we've been asked to tell you about in advance. There's going to be a big Iron Snake get-together, an Iron Snake concert going on at the Eagles Club in Davison. It's going to happen on August 28th at 8 o'clock. It's a $20 admission charge. Raw riffs, heavy grooves, no apologies. You've seen Iron Snake before. You've heard these guys, right?
They are a lot of fun, yes.
All right, and it's going to be at the Eagles Club. So for those guys over there, August 28th, just put that on your calendar or stop in and pick up a ticket today from your folks at the Eagles Club. That's Eagles number 3589 on North State Road in Davison. It's 7:58 right now. Let's head on over to the Hal.
Here comes news.
Of course, Hal Maas.
5 things you should know from 103.9 The Fox. Brought to you by Fox Big Deals. 103.9 The Fox wants you to save up to 50% at your favorite local businesses, restaurant services, and more. It's Fox Big Deals. Visit foxbigdeals.com or click the link at classicfox.com. Like Fox Big Deals on Facebook. An 18-year-old recovering after being shot and wounded outside the Genesee Valley Center in Flint Township over the weekend. Police saying that victim and the apparent shooter knew each other. The incident unfolding around 4 p.m. Saturday, and police believe it was a targeted attack. They're still investigating, and the shooter remaining at large today. Taylor Farms announces it is pulling an iceberg lettuce supply from the shelves after the CDC identified it as the source of the cyclosporiasis outbreak that so far managed to infect over 5,000 people in Michigan. CDC warned folks not to eat shredded lettuce served at Taco Bell restaurants in Michigan, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia, since Taylor Farms has been their lettuce supplier. Special ribbon cutting ceremony held last Friday in Saginaw to officially recognize the city's new water tower. Officials say the tower serves over 150,000 customers. It was put into operation back in April. Tigers in the midst of a road trip, losing to the Angels out in L.A. yesterday in the wrap-up of that weekend series, 3-2. That trip continues tonight as they go to Chicago. They'll be against the Cubs in Wrigley Field, the opener of a 3-game series there. Great Lakes Loons lost to the West Michigan Whitecaps 8-6. Spain is celebrating being soccer's World Cup champion for the second time. The defeat Argentina 1-0 in extra time yesterday. Ryan Fox capturing the British Open with a birdie putt in the final hole, and he takes the tournament total 10 under. That's good for a one-shot win over Cameron Young. And Joey Logano won the NASCAR event at North Wilkesboro Raceway. And to cap this one off, the gas prices in Michigan up 20 cents from a week ago, back up over that $4 mark. We're paying a statewide average $4.15 a gallon for regular unleaded. That's 5 things you should know from 103.9 The Fox. Still under the air quality alert with a forecast calling for patchy smoke later this morning and increasing cloudiness. We'll be up around 83 by this afternoon with light south winds that'll become south-southwesterly 5 to 10 this morning. They'll gust to about 21 miles an hour later on. Showers likely to arrive tonight, along with possibly the occasional thunderstorm into the overnight hours. Patchy smoke also expected before midnight as the temps will be down around 67. Tomorrow we're to expect more off and on showers and thunderstorms, rising to around 83 degrees. And then for Wednesday, plenty Plenty of sunshine and cooler, 74. Right now, 54 in Flint, and in Saginaw, 59.
Classic Rock Authority. 103.9.
Yeah. Apparently Canada wants to dedicate this to us. They're burning for you. Patchy smoke today. Not as bad as it's been, and hopefully we'll get a respite from this for the rest of the week. We're saying it could happen, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. Depends on the winds. Increasing clouds, a little breezy, 83 today. Showers, thunderstorms, gusty winds tonight, and a chance for that tomorrow. 67 for a low, 83 for a high tomorrow.
Okay. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the time that we can get started with our crossword puzzle. So let's open our books to number 25, where we started last Thursday. Find out where we left off as we're able to get into this thing today, all right? NHL preseason starting pretty soon. We still got to get to training camp, though. Okay, let's get into this here. We're going to start. We've been playing around up here. Let's go down here for a little bit and see what we can do. Where do we want to start? Let's start with 37 down. Let's start with 37 down. News initials since 1996. News initials since 1996. And we're going to get 5 of them. Blank, 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 blank. And here's another hint. They've changed a bit since 1996. Relatively recently, in fact. Blank, 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 blank. News initials since 1996. That is correct. MSNBC. Tina's got it, and Eric's got it, and it's MSNBC, which they call MS Now. Andrea's got it also. MSNBC. That is what we were looking for. Let's move over to 41 down. Get something started. We're kind of warming up with some of those that I think are going to be a little easier for you to pick up. Let's go to 41 down. 41 down is indication. 4 letters. Indication. Blank, 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 blank. Another word for indication. Charlie said sign. Charlie's right. It's a sign. A sign. Indication. Rob Suka said sign. That's exactly right. That was what we wanted. Sign. That's the indication. How about 31 down? Floral cluster. Floral cluster. 5 letters. Blank, 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 blank. Floral cluster. Cluster. Floral cluster. Tina said bunch. Ooh, good guess. It's got 5 letters, but that's not it. Rob Suka also said that. That's not what we're looking for. 5 letters is right, but that's we need a different 5-letter word for the floral cluster. It's not spike, which again is 5 letters, so that part's good. Andrea said plant. It's not that. Linda thinks bouquet. No, it's not bouquet. It's not that spelling, so that's not what we wanted. I'll tell you what, let's go to 31 across and see if that maybe helps, if we're able to come up with that one. 31 across. Legal intro. 4 letters. Legal intro. 4 letters. Blank, 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 blank. And if we get the first of the 4 letters, that might help us down here. Legal intro. Rob Suka said copy. No, that's 4 letters, but not the right one. Legal intro. Tina says case. That's 4 letters, not right. Eric says para, and that's right. That was what we wanted. P-A-R-A. Para. That is a legal intro. Now, with that in mind, let's take this 5-letter word again and talk about, again, the floral cluster. And it starts with a P. P, blank, 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 blank. Rachel's here. Good morning, Rachel. To help out with your puzzle. P, blank, 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 blank. Floral cluster. Posy. Look at that. She jumps right in and gets right in with a word. That was what we wanted. Posy. Very good. Posy. $36. Yes, you did know. Boy, talk about timing. Timing's everything. Okay, I tell you what. Let's go to the air. Whoop. There we go. All right, we'll get back to the air, and then when we're done with that, we'll come back to our puzzle. Hang in there.
It's interesting because a lot of different people writing about this on the internet. Some people agree with you, Emily, and some disagree. Said it was the best performance of that song they'd ever seen, which is weird. But they're saying, when I looked back, and I did not watch the halftime show. I was en route from Cleveland back home, and didn't have a chance to watch it. Then I passed out when I got home because it was a crazy week that I had. But when I was reading about this and watching some of these performances, one of the things that stuck out to me was, and I'm not saying that I'm a fan of this guy, but he was the only one that to me did really the right thing. Justin Bieber performed live. He really did. It was all live.
Was it?
He didn't lip sync like the others did. They were all lip syncing. Mm-hmm. He did a slowed down, stripped back rendition of his song "Everything Hallelujah." I don't even know what that is, but he did it with his acoustic guitar, and he had a headset mic, and he did it all live.
Oh, well,
nobody does that anymore.
No, I know. And you wouldn't expect that of Justin Bieber.
He's done it before.
Yeah, but I never, whenever I hear the 2 words Justin Bieber, the word musician does not come to mind, and maybe that's just unfair.
Yeah, I think it may be a little bit, because of all the guys that were in that band.
Yeah.
He has written more songs and done more, produced other artists and written songs for other artists as well. So, I mean, I'm not a Justin Bieber fan at all. I just happen to know this because of the industry that we're in, and we read about this stuff whether we want to or not.
Yeah.
But he is one of the guys that is keeping it real, being a real artist, and there's not very many of them left.
Warts at all.
So we gotta support him when we can.
Yeah.
It just nobody does stuff live anymore. Everybody lip syncs everything. Everything is heavily produced by their producers. They don't even have a say as to how the final record sounds. I just don't like that the industry anymore, except for guys like him who stick out and try to keep it, kind of real. Even though I'm not a fan, and I really am not a fan. I don't think I could name 2 Justin Bieber songs. But I just find it refreshing that some guy is still trying to do it the right way. It's 8:10.
The Fox Morning Show. Charlie Burke and Steph coming up.
Coming up, we have a bunch of Justin Bieber. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you're funny.
We got some Don Henley, though, for you. And we also have some music coming up by, the Cars, and, well, a whole lot more. That's what we do around here. We make you make your day better by listening to 103.9 Fox.
This hour of service in Genesee County Parks Camping season is in full swing at Wolverine Campground. Relax at Buttercup Beach, gather around the campfire, and enjoy the great outdoors close to home. Reserve your campsite today at GenesseeCountyParks.org.
Rachel is the one who can clue you in as to what Justin Bieber does. She's a little closer to that action than we are over here. Rachel, have you ever used a Justin Bieber song for one of your Friday morning dance-a-thons? Because you guys continue to do that. I mean, even back in the days when I was there, you were doing those things. I always remember the wiggle finger dance. That was always cool. That was the one I could do. That was neat. But I can't remember if any Justin Bieber songs were used as the inspiration for that. Oh, you use Baby, Baby, Baby. Okay, see, right there. Right there. It's right on top of that.
Where do you want to live? What kind of help might you need? How much would it cost? Explore your options for long-term services and supports with My Options. Make a plan before a crisis so you can stay in control. See how to schedule an appointment with an
All right, so it looks like we're going to be losing Sly Man. Good talking to you. Hi, bye. Have a wonderful Monday. Or as wonderful as you can make it. Many of his songs are current, so you're playing them in regular rotation. Okay.
Find us at the corner of Hill and Torrey Roads in Flint and follow us on Facebook. Always something going on at Scooters.
Proud father, husband, and Army veteran K.C. Barron has spent his entire
Dude's got 1 million tattoos now, too, it seems.
In every courtroom in Genesee County, K.C. Barron knows
Gotta say that.
serve and will protect families because this is his community too. On August 4th, vote for your hometown attorney K.C. Barron as Fed's 67th District Judge. Paid for by K.C. Barron.
I'm Casey Barron, and I approve this message.
Once again, Rachel, because I know you missed this news when we were talking about it earlier, working on an audiobook as a dual narrator now with a young lady named Lauren Voss, and it's a rom-com. It is called No Kisses for the Neighbor Next Door. I will play the male lead and 8 other male characters. She will play the female lead and 6 other female characters. So from now on, you will call me Cam, because that's my name, Cam. 2 problems right now exist, and they are both in Mundy Township. They're slow-down spots, one of them along the Gateway Center Boulevard area, the 5400 block of Gateway Center Boulevard, a crash, and another one is going to be along the 2300 block of Grand Blanc Road by the gas station there. That's it. Freeways right now are moving along crash-free and delay-free. That is what's happening on the roadways at present. Vehicle City traffic information all the time updated at classicfox.com/traffic. And if you spot a crash, please do tell us about it at 810-230-WRSR. That is 810-230-9777. Be a traffic tipster on 103.9 The Fox. Yes, Cam. Kind of like my name might have been Cameron, or possibly Cam A. If I was like my mom named me after a soap, it could have been that. I don't know, but that's the name, Cam. Cam Wickham. Back we go to our puzzle. Charlie's wife says he lies. He says he's doing a rough draft of an audiobook. He says he's doing a rough draft of an audiobook. Okay? And Mrs. Charlie does not buy that. 36 across. Let's go here. With no ethical standards. 36 across is blank MO blank blank blank. With no ethical standards. Fiction. Of course it is. Fiction. With no ethical standards. Blank MO blank 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 is what we're looking for here. Amoral. That's it. Linda's got that one. There you go. Amoral. Tina had the right idea, but got to tweak the words a little bit. Amoral. All right. Now, where do we want to go? We're going to go down to 32 down. Prefix with crat. Prefix with crat. Okay, what comes in front of it? In front of crat. A-R. Blank, 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 blank. Autocrat. Close, close, close. Eric got it. It's aristocrat. Aristocrat. Tina figured it out. Aristocrat. Linda figured it out. Charlie figured it out. Andrea figured it out. We've got it. Aristocrat. That was what we wanted. Terrific. Nice job there. Now, we're going to go to 29 down, where it's going to be this. Catalan Surrealist. Catalan Surrealist. Blank, A-L, blank. Blank, A-L, blank. Another way to figure that one out is to go up to 29 across. 29 across is H-hour relative. H-hour relative. 4 letters. Blank, 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 blank. Linda's got it. Dolly. Terrific. Now, H-hour relative. D, blank, blank, blank. D, blank, blank, blank. And the answer is D-Day. That one from Eric is right. Eric has D-Day. Terrific. There we go. $17 down is what we're looking at now. There are 5 letters in this one. Seated a seat. Seated a seat. Blank T, blank, blank D. Seated a seat. Blank T, blank, blank D. Basically gave up a seat. Linda says stand. Right basic basic action, but different tense. And Tina got what we wanted, was stood. This is in stood, because we're saying seeded rather than seed, which is a past tense word, stood. Stood. S-T-O-O-D is what we were looking for. Terrific. There we go. Thelma had that one, and Andrea had that one as well. So did Eric, and so we're set with that word. Now, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? We're going to go over here to 25 down. 25 down, breed of retriever. Breed of retriever. Blank A. Blank, 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 blank. Breed of retriever. Eric says golden. We need way more letters than golden. Breed of retriever. Labrador. That's right, Tina. Labrador. Wonderful. Where are we going next? Let's, Andrea's too slow. I don't know, you got some in there. Let's see if we can, let's get adventurous for a second here. Let's step outside the box and go coast to coast with this one. And this is a, believe it or not, single word. 39 across. Break down metabolically. Break down metabolically. Blank, blank, S, blank, SSI, blank, I, blank, A, blank, blank, one word. Break down metabolically. Tina says dissection. Need a few more letters than that. Good guess, but we need a little bit more in the way of letters here. That's like all the way across. What is that? 13 letters, I believe. All the way across. How about, I'll tell you what, this will help you. Let's go 28 down. Sci-Fi's Asimov. Sci-Fi's Asimov. I blank, A blank blank. I blank, A blank blank. Sci-Fi's Asimov. Linda says Isaac. Eric says Isaac. You guys are both right. That was what we wanted, Isaac. Terrific. Okay, so let's get further into seeing what we can do over here. Blank, blank, S-A-S-S-I, blank, I, blank, A, blank, blank. And again, the clue, break down metabolically. Break down metabolically. How about 30 down? Maybe this will help also. 30 down, net connectors. Net connectors. 6 letters. And we're talking plurals here now. Net connectors. Blank, 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 blank. And when we're talking net connectors, we're not talking like a goal net or a fish net. We're talking a different type of net connectors. Get the right context here and you'll get it. Not router, although we're in the same ballpark. Yep, Rob Suka got Isaac right. There you go. Linda said internet. We're 6 letters with this one. Net connectors. And again, when we're talking net, we're not talking about fish nets. We're not talking about goal nets. We're talking about a different type of nets. Andrea said cables. Good guess. Right basic concept, but not quite the same equipment that we're looking for. Different equipment. Same basic world. Eric said modems. That's what we wanted. We wanted it as plural, modems. Net connectors. Tina's going for this long one here. Dissection neurons. This, believe it or not, is all one word that we're looking for. Just one word. It's a long one, but it is one word. Most of the time we're going coast to coast on these things. It's usually a phrase. Usually at least 2 words, maybe more. But this time it's 1. Let me see if 40 down is going to help you a little bit. 40 down. Blank facto and so. Blank facto and so. 4 letters. Blank facto and so. 4 letters. Blank, 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 blank. Tina says ipso. Yep, you got it. It's actually spelled with an I at the front, but that was what you wanted, ipso. Ipso facto. So now we got this one. Let's go down here and get this because it's so close to being done with. We only have one letter to get. 48 across. Video game hedgehog. Video game hedgehog. And that's Sonic. Eric's got Sonic. That was what we wanted, Sonic. So that takes care of that part. Now, let's go back over here again. That one word. Break down metabolically. D-I-S-A-S-S-I blank I blank A blank blank. Sonic is what Andrea and Cena both came up with. Beautiful. Here's another one. 33 down. Any of 11 pharaohs. Any of 11 pharaohs. R-A blank 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 blank. Dissectionalize. Boy, she's taking a good shot at that one. Getting close to there. Not quite, but you're getting closer to getting this thing figured out. Once again, any of 11 pharaohs. R-A blank 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 blank. Ramses, yes. It's also the name of a product, a popular product. Okay, we're getting closer to this one. D-I-S-A-S-S-I-M-I blank A blank blank. Ravsuki got it, Ramses. Dissectionalization. Not quite, nope. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna get this done. I'm betting we're gonna get this done before we're finished this morning. How about this one? Throw 42 down. Let's go to our Italian specialists. Blank di Garda, Italia. Blank di Garda, Italia. 42 down. Rachel says similar. Linda got it. Disassimilate. Disassimilate. That was what we wanted. Terrific. Okay, this is going to be our last word for today, and it's going to be, again, 42 down, blank di Garda, Italia. L blank blank blank. Da 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 da. Blank di Garda, Italia. Rob Suka's out of here till tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of the day. You're already halfway done with it. Hopefully it's gone well so far. Eric said Lago. That's what we wanted. Lago. L-A-G-O. L-A-G-O. So here we go. Look at how much we've gotten done, and it's only Monday. Look at this, guys. Got a lot of time left to get this one done, and it looks like we will. All right? How about that? Good job, all. Thank you very much for your attendance, your attention, and starting us off on Monday morning, 20th of July. Have a pleasant, peaceful, productive rest of your day, and we'll come back tomorrow morning to rev up the second day of the week, starting on TikTok. And then we're going to go over to Facebook, and then we're going to go over to YouTube, and we'll be on all of those tomorrow morning in the Eastern time zone after you've had yourself just a kick-butt day. Okay? Okay.